Well, hello everyone, I'm Yanni from BU4U Gaming, and today we are back in Botany Manor, and I'm so excited to get on with this. It's been a few days break for me because I had to wait until I had gotten all my videos out so you guys had a chance to watch them, right? So now the question is I can remember everything we were up to, but it's such a fun game. Literally the only reason I stopped recording was because I was getting too tired, and well, also partly because I wanted to give you guys a chance to actually watch some of the videos before I completely finished the game. But anyway, we came in through here, but it doesn't look like we can get back that way, so we are gonna have to, I think, use those boards to fix the stairs. And then, was it over here? I think it was over here, yes. This was the one we found, and it was the Weisshorn, Switzerland. Yes, that is the bit I wanted to remember, because I think that's actually the bit we're gonna need, and then we just need that book or whatever it was over in the garden to figure out how to sort the windows out in a tower, right? I think that's everything we need pretty much. But then on, I think my second video, so we weren't even in this chapter, Roman left a comment asking me when I was gonna look at chapter 5, which puzzled me. Why do you want me to look at chapter 5? Chapter 5 climbing up, which of course could feel like maybe that would be relevant right now, because that is one of our objectives right now. We would want to check out that tower, right? But at that time we weren't even that far, so unless you already know the game, you wouldn't have known about it. And if I look at chapter 5, there's nothing here yet, because it doesn't get like added until we finish the previous one. Then they will add like the flowers that you have to find information on. So what was that about, Roman? Or were you just making me confused? That I wouldn't put past you. But anyway, let's get in here. And field trip journal, 30th of July 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I join Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. 3rd of August 1862. Today, Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a southern marsh orchid. Though upon arrival, I noticed it had a much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained he was simply testing us. Okay. So, I think this is just kind of some extra story stuff, because I don't think any of this is relevant to the flowers, because we already figured out wasn't it called Pixie something? The one where we had to squeeze the apples. And the other one, I can't remember the name right now. I'm thinking wolf, I think. That's not one of the southern marsh orchid and British meadow orchid. So orchids. Okay, interesting. Let's just go back here, and then we're gonna go, I think we are in chapter 3 now. So we found the pixie tears, we got that one sorted. Wolfcloth is the one we are working on. We can now add in, oh right, okay, there we go, coin collection as the last clue. Look at that. So now we should have all the information we need. Let's do this. Oh, lovely. Now we can get back up. And let's see. I cannot remember anywhere about which way we need to go. Well, we'll see. Oh, yes, over here. That is where we had the window thing, wasn't it? I think. No, that's the pots. Sometimes I need to add, yep, that was the pot. Where was it we had that was also on a table somewhere. But the question is where? I don't think it's too far away from the tower. Or it wouldn't be too far away from the tower, because we do need that information, but it's not here. Nope. I don't think it was inside, even though we were in here. See, that's what I said. It's really one of those games where I feel like you would want to kind of play through it in one go, because it was actually right here. I just walked right by it, because in my head I was thinking about that little well, it almost looks like a cabinet greenhouse, the one where we could see the pots in, or the list about the pots and the sugar amounts. But anyway, tower wind research. So that is this one we are gonna need first, I think. And yes. So Mount Weisshorn, wind speed 40 feet per second. Haha, that must be the one we need. So let's do this, and then we are gonna check. Okay, 35, 50, 45, 20. So this one, but that one we need the bottom one to be open, which would be, if we're facing it from the inside, then we would have to open it to the right, right? If we are standing inside the tower, then and opening it outwards, then we will have to be open on the right. And then on the 3rd and 4th floor, we have to open both of them. Okay, I'm going to have to try and remember that. Short-term memory and stuff. But let's go. So we're going to go here, and we need to go to the first one. What was it this was? Ooh, broken anemometer. Yep, okay. So now we're here. So that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. There we go. Right. And then we're gonna go up to the 3rd floor. Oh no, I hit the wrong. Yep, I have to focus, 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 focus. Right. So no. Okay. I was expecting if I pointed a little over here, then it would. Ah, okay, I actually have to point to the other side. If I want to move it that way. Yep. Okay, so here we go. We are on the 2nd floor. It also tells us in case we were unsure. And then we are just going to open both of these. Look at that. Nice. And then we are going to go up one more. And we are going to open these. Oh yes, look at that. And now this one, of course it's broken, so we can't really see anything, but that should be it. Well, I guess maybe I should have brought the flower first. I didn't actually think about that. You know, I did it wrong again. I just feel like I should just go point on the other side, but there we go. Oh, I got an achievement. Go to the top of the tower, Mountaineer. Didn't we do that the first time we went here? I thought we did. Or maybe I didn't go all the way up. And there. Okay, because we're gonna need our flower to place it there, but I don't think I've actually planted one yet. So there was a spot right up here where we could do that. So we're gonna scoop in some soil, and then we are gonna grab our wolf glove. There we go. We are gonna water it. Look at that. Aww, it is so nice. It's actually very pleasing. I'm not really good. I don't have green thumbs or anything in real life for sure, but it is quite pleasing. There was a time when we were my ex and me were growing a lot of chili, and it was actually quite pleasing watching them kind of grow up. And you start out with, you have the seeds, and then after a while you start to see these little green tiny leaves coming out of the ground, and just watching them turning into a plant. That's actually a pretty cool thing to watch. Okay, look at that. nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, we got it. One more flower. The wolf glove grows in Mount Weisshorn, where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Okay, awesome. Let's bring it. Oh, no, we have to go down first. Right, so... Ooh, gatehouse delivery. Yep, okay, so then we are gonna go back down because I do kind of want to bring it so that I kind of don't completely lose track of where we have all our flowers in case we need them in the end, because I don't know if we do, and then I would have to run around and find them all again and try and remember where we left them, right? So I feel like it's easiest to leave them somewhere where we can kind of store them all. I think I still have to get the one from the apple orchard though. I don't think I put that anywhere. So let's see if I can remember where we need to go here. See there, that's the orchard. And then we're gonna go into the mansion. And right in here. Look at that. Nice. So we have 4 flowers in here so far. Let's put that one here. Must have read that before. Oh, yes. So do we only have we only done 6 flowers in total? I guess we have. Yeah, I think 2 per chapter, right? So while I remember, let's just go back and grab that one. See if I can remember my way back to the apple orchard. Yes. And then... No? Okay, maybe I did put it, because it's not here. So... Did I leave one somewhere? Or did we only have 5 flowers so far? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We will find out eventually if we're gonna have to find them all. Then I'm gonna have to do a little reminder, because I think we only have 5 in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't put anywhere else. Right? Okay, well, gatehouse. Gatehouse, gatehouse, gatehouse. That must be out this way. Oh, right, we only had one in the first chapter. It was the windy one, right? The one that looks like a little windmill. Yep, okay. So, gatehouse delivery. Is it just this? Huh? Paper here? Okay. Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in a secret vault. Oh. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. 3 initials, so of your full name to Elizabeth and green. Right, this is a green. Have we heard anything about a... Oh. Or is it just Eli? But usually initials is like, that's always the first one, isn't it? Like when, yeah, it's the first letter in your first name and the first letter in your last name. And if you have a middle name, so where was it that there was the postcard, wasn't there? Wasn't there like a postcard somewhere? Wolf glove. I feel like there were some. Where did we see? Oh no, there was the maybe we need the there was that overview. Oh, we also have to check out the painting room, don't we? Some more, because I don't feel like we finished exploring that last time, did we? I don't feel like we did. So, but where was it that there was an overview of everyone in the family? That would kind of be a place. Oh, here we go. So Elizabeth and Green, right? It says right there. So Elizabeth and Green. So EAG, nice. Okay, but I was kind of thinking, where was it the painting room was? This was the kitchen. And that was in here. I don't think we finished it, did we? Okay, we had the layout. Why did I leave this without checking it out fully? No, we haven't checked it out fully. Okay, discarded poem. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, you grace the scene, a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals soft and fine, in tender touch a love divine, and in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere. Like roses freshly cut, you'd be the trophy of my home with glee. Aha. Okay. Nice. So let's just have a little look here. Is anything else we can interact with? Of course, there is this painting, botanical painting. Okay. Definitely more talented than me when it comes to stuff like that. I couldn't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. A research team photograph. Meadow Orchids Research Team, 1862, Professor John Montague, Anne Montague, Robert Brown, Arabella Green. Invitation Field Trip, Society for Botanical Research, August 1801. Dear Mrs. Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have no plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on botanical fieldwork, you might assist Professor Montague in his work in British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Oh man. Might I also recommend John Lindley's book Ladies' Botany, or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of the Natural System of Botany. It's an elementary book for unscientific readers, and one I have heard is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectfully, J.W. Surtees. It doesn't feel very respectful, mister. Okay, so we have a flower painting in watercolor. Book about that. Okay. Note about scale. Lady Arabella, I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennet into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient, and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know your decision before the afternoon, that would be lovely. In your service, Mrs. Patterson. Cool. Okay, symbology. A study wherein the discerning reader will find a history of the use of religions and folkloric symbols throughout the art of the world. Published by Edward and Company Publishing and Supply Company, Museum Street, London. Oh, this was where we would find it. So, Catholicism. Over on the right, far top right, Agnus Dei Catholicism. That would be the clue as to, finding the priest hole. So in case you were stuck on that one, I was just lucky that I was still stuck on what we were gonna need those weights for. But otherwise that would be a little clue right here. Huh, cool. Okay. So, but it's more like an additional clue because it's not one you can actually add to the flowers in here. So I think we have seen everything in here. There's nothing more, right? Okay, so now we need to find the library, which I suspect is upstairs. I think we have opened everything down here. So let's try and go up because I feel like there were some extra doors up there the first time, but that's already a while ago that we were up here. So let's see what we have. Yeah, library hall. So we're gonna need the code there, wasn't there? Ah, this one. Yep, the one where we have to somehow get past this tree. Unless there's another hidden passageway. You never know with an old manor like this. So let's go here. And it was Elizabeth and Queen. Okay, and then we have to hit enter. Wasn't it in her initials? Elizabeth and Queen. I'm confused. Or is it my own letters? Did she say it was hers so that I could remember it? We can try Bella. That doesn't work either. Well, I don't remember what... Okay, we probably don't have the same middle name, so... Let's just go and... Oh, where was that again? Keep getting myself completely turned around. No, it wasn't down here. Oh, it's not that gigantic. Yeah, I keep turning the wrong way. It was actually right over here. So let's have a little look. Okay, so Elizabeth Anne Green, Bella Mary Green. So AMG, let's try that. But I'm sure she said it was her own name. But okay, I might have misread or misremembered. So let's see. Then it's this one. We need an M. Oh, there's no M. So that's not gonna be an option. So it's definitely not Bella. Elizabeth and Green. Why? Oh. Why does that not work? Oh, what was it I said? Eli, but I don't think that works either. I would say it's the initials is the first letter of your names, right? And there's no L anyway. I don't think we can't go that far, right? So, so like the first 3 letters of Elizabeth would not work. Elizabeth Anne Green, Florence Mary Hopgood. There's a bunch of other people. There's also an Eliza, but I don't think that was her. So, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go back and reread that letter because apparently I misunderstood something. Well, we're gonna go and see. Here we go. So, I am so glad to hear blah 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 blah. I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in a secret vault. So does it have to do with you changing them every time? No, the new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. The new code for the door is the 3 initials. Huh. Okay, do I have to do them backwards or something weird? I'm confused. That sounded so simple. but maybe I'm completely missing something obvious. Well, I guess we're gonna it was here. So I don't know what else we can do. Let's try backwards then. So GAE. Nope. Oh. Then I'm stuck. Elizabeth and Green. Okay, well, I think, okay, maybe there's something else. Let's, I just thought of something. She is married. Hopgood. Arthur Hopgood. Elizabeth Ann Green. That would be her, like her birth name. What do you call that? Her maiden name. Isn't that what you say? The name you have from your original or your family, and then you get married, and then you get a new name. So if we try with H instead. Of course, I missed something obvious. Yep, but there we go. Typical. Okay, so we have a study that is locked. We have... Okay, this is not locked, so we are gonna go in there. Okay, let's just see. There's something over here. Thank you, cat. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I'm keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seem so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you'll consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Okay. Let's see. Modern methods of teaching. Okay, she's definitely very interested in both learning and, of course, teaching someone else. Okay. Ooh, botanical allies. So we triggered chapter 4. Nice. 4 new plants added. Whoa. Okay. That was a lot. Let's just pop here, and then we are just gonna go right there. I could probably just kind of turn the page, actually. So we have Nightfall, Lilium Hesperides. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the Nightfall when I was young. Wow, there are 8 clues. Seed packet in Grandma's vault. Okay. Sapphire Gloom, Saturella Corulia. That looks like a mushroom, huh? Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. Only 2 clues. Cradle Fern, Blechnum nidus. The past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the bank, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. And then we have the brook chalice, Ranunculus condatis. Man, my friend wrote to me about the brook chalice, which made me want to research them. Okay. Oh. Chapter 4 clues. Oh, did we have a bunch of clues for the other chapters too? Chapter 3 clues. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice, but those we don't even have to fill in ourselves. I hadn't even noticed this was a thing that they do get added. All the clues that you don't actually need for the flowers themselves, they have a spot here as well. So yeah, there's the mysterious symbol. For instance, the last one we found. About what that means, symbology, book, priest holes and stuff. So just a little reminder of all the stuff, and then you can see if there's anything you are missing, right? Once you get to, then if this is there's still empty spots, then you know you have overlooked something. So that's kind of handy. Okay, but I haven't felt the need for it yet, clearly. because we have found everything. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. We're gonna start this next time because we're right at the beginning of a chapter, so it's a good time for it, and we are actually out of time. But even though I had a little hiccup with the name, that took me a little while to realize what I was messing up. I figured it out. Yay! So thank you for watching, and as always, do take care and happy gaming.